Hi, I'm Griffith, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Introduction to Electronic Media Production. This semester was designed to give basic information for the EMP program and to set a foundation of understanding in the components of media composition. That's the fancy terms for it, but what it really does is give you a taste in the field to see if this is what you're really interested in. Let's be real. I took this class at first because, well, it was a requirement. We all have to take this class. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and that's not a bad thing. I didn't know how it would begin to craft my next steps and career and spark a deeper love in media. My favorite project this semester was the chase scene. I feel like it was a way to take everything that had been learned at that point and put it all together. I also was able to experiment with new techniques and really be creative. The biggest challenge was not knowing anything to begin with, so if you're coming in absolutely new, it's okay, you're gonna learn. It seems like I spent more time trying to figure out what to do than actually do it. This is where the class really shined. It gave me the basis of knowledge. I realized it is only the beginning. I am excited to figure out where I go from here. My business model has been transformed based on my developed love of media creation. It plays a factor in my business for the rest of my life. We started by building the basic. We learned Photoshop, and then we went into the practical application part. So lab 1, here I learned how to create this simply by following along in the book. Here is my first taste of how to speak in media terminology or mediaese. So lab 2, here I just learned how to edit an old photograph and make corrections to it. This alone has a value in the world around you. So lab 3, here I learned how to use different kinds of cropping tools. Now lab 4, here I learned more about graphic design. So lab 5, here I learned how to do quick fixes. Like the first one here is a car. We took an added motion blur to make it feel like it was driving fast. So the second one is about straightening an image. Third, I focused on depth of field and cropping. The fourth picture was simply about removing her red eyes. That's super simple, it's just a button. The fifth image was simply blending 4 images together into a panoramic view. It was also about generative fill to create the spaces in between. Here we changed proportions and put the train on the track to make it look less like Santa's sleigh coming in for a landing. Lab 6. This last goal was to work on puppeting, masking, and channels, and that concluded our Photoshop section. I learned that a photo is not just a static object. We can actually manipulate it even after it's made. Here we created a slate for the introduction of the content. We created a YouTube channel to showcase the projects from the EMP program. So everything we do can kind of act like a living portfolio for you. So here we did a scavenger hunt to apply the techniques we learned into a real-world application. So here we took the pictures from the scavenger hunt and turned it into the first video on the YouTube channel. Here we created a YouTube introduction. This showcases what our YouTube channel is about. This is really where it starts getting fun. Here was the first big project, the sponsored ad. We created a commercial for Ozarks Tech. I had a lot of fun with it. I started playing with new ideas and new techniques. From the rest of this, we started working on the big project at the end of the semester, the chase scene that I mentioned earlier. So we started by creating a movie poster. This is the pictures for the movie poster. So a movie poster tagline was to capture the ideal of the short in a single sentence. Now here is the actual movie poster. This is where it came together, and I gotta again showcase a little bit outside of what we normally do. Here is the trailer for the chase video called The Mysterious Pursuit. It was fun to think about what I wanted to condense out of the movie to tease watching it. And here's the actual movie, The Mysterious Pursuit. I spent so many hours on this, but I love it. I learned so many new things. The excitement was there, and you could really see the difference in progress between the sponsored ad and the actual chase scene. So this is how the movie came together. This is the outline. So the outline is basically what's going to be in it. This is the storyboard. You're giving a rough idea for somebody else shooting it on what it's supposed to look like. The 2-column script as well right here. This outlines not only what the actor's supposed to say or do, but what the camera is supposed to do and what kind of angles you're supposed to get and what kind of lighting, sound if you have it. And this is the shot sheet. So the shot sheet is what you're supposed to do. Like when you turn on the camera, this speeds up things significantly. Just take the time to do it. Persistence and a hunger to learn is what it takes to be successful. I still have 3 semesters left. I really want to learn all aspects of media. I want to do it all. But seriously though, I feel like my ideas are outrunning my ability. If you have a love for this, show it in your work. This is the beginning of your new life. I can't wait to do more. Your only limitation is your own imagination.
Say it again, boys and girls.
Your only limitation is your own imagination. Have a good day. Thanks for joining me. Hold on. Say it again, boys and girls.
I want to do it all.
And I'll see you in the movies.